Hey there everybody, TrapperFURever here. Just got back. I went and picked up maybe a couple 100 pounds of bait here. Just gonna split it up. I put it into pails so I can just carry it in. Most of my bait sites I walk in, I don't can't drive to them, so it's kind of a pain, but anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've got a little bit of a bait shack here. I hang my beavers after they're skinned. I got them and hang them, let them freeze, and then chop them up as I need them and stuff. And so anyway, I just thought I'd show you that, and yeah, we'll get this pailed up and maybe go check a few traps later. Hey there everybody, TrapperFURever here. Just set up 3 traps at this other site yesterday. One of my friends was having trouble. He's just water was coming onto the field here, so not a great place to set. Not very many dams, one big dam, but anyway, we picked up this big beaver here, so I guess one less, and we set the trap here. It's kind of a really weak, soft dam here, but the house and feed pile are just around the corner here. So anyway, got this one out of here. I got a couple more traps to check and see if we get anything else. Talk to you later. Hey there, TrapperFURever here. Just going for a little ride here. Gonna check a few beaver traps. Pull a few here. It's pretty cold last night, so froze up a little bit. So anyway, we'll. I think I got 4 traps left over here, so we'll see if we can get something up. Sorry if the video's a little choppy, but driving and videotaping is, you know how that is. So anyway, this is an old little stop where had a few campfires over the years, stopped for lunch, and anyway, this is just part of the big valley that's whatchamacallit I trap. So it's a beaver house here and feed pile. Actually, it doesn't look like a very, very big house, very big feed pile, but anyway, we're just going to take a walk down. There's that little crossover set. We had caught one on, so we'll just take a peek and see if there's anything there. And yeah, it got a little bit colder last night, so it's supposed to be a warm day tomorrow, so we shall see if anything in these traps today. So picked up that one beaver at the edge of the field there a while ago, and we'll see if there's anything here. Kind of behind on skinning. Been kind of I don't know, sitting around in the evenings more than doing work, but haven't been feeling all that great, but we'll get at her. I'll skin them up and I'll freeze them, and then I'll clean them up later and stretch them, and that'll be that. So yeah, she froze up pretty good here, so water isn't moving very fast here, so I know the rustle of the leaves is going to make the video a little bit louder, so bear with me. Yeah, 1 more week to go till November, and that'll once freeze up comes, I'm not gonna bother with beavers. We're baited some coyote stations yesterday, and talked to resources, just let them know what I was doing, where I was, and that's that. So looks like the trap has been sprung here, but not seeing any beaver here, eh? So we shall see. Yeah, it's sprung here, so I guess muskrats come through here, and should have set some muskrat traps, I guess, too. But anyway, we'll pull this trap out of here and continue on. Got a few more. I'm going to pull this trap, and that'll be it for this spot for now. Thanks. Talk to you later. Hey there everybody, it's TrapperFURever here. As you can see, I'm just outside today. It's fairly nice out, cloudy but fairly warm, so catching up on the beaver skinning and what have you. So I've got this one and I think I got 3 more left. So I just wanted to show you a few of the knives I use. I might have showed you last year, but first of all, I'll use a kind of a butcher knife to cut the feet off, and I like to leave the tail on just for maneuvering the beaver while I'm skinning it. And I'll open it up with just a utility hook knife. I find it works really good. You just got to be very careful not to go too deep and break the membrane, what have you. So that's that. Sharp one's really good. Change the blades once in a while. For the sides, I use a Dexter. It's about a 4-inch blade. I have about 3 of them I use, and I find that just for opening up the sides where the fattier tissue is, these work really good. And then once I get all the legs out, I go to the old reliable Dexter beaver skinning knife. I've tried different ones. I like this one because the blade's got a little bit of a give to it, and I prefer that. So I start using this once I get the legs done, and I basically just as I'm clean skinning, because I'm not doing a lot, so that's why I'm clean skinning, I kind of use my knee as a support. I know some guys use cradles or what have you, but I like using my knee just to bring the meat up a little bit, and seems to work for me quite well. So, and what I'll do is I'll do half up to the backbone on one side, and then I'll flip it over and do the other side. But it works pretty good. I'm gonna freeze these, like I said, but I just clean them up after. It doesn't take too long to clean up what's left of the meat and fat on here. Cowbell for the sides, and just any other kind of scraper for the other bits and pieces of meat that are left. I like to leave a little bit of fat around the holes where the legs were, just so when you're putting it on your fleshing board or beam or whatever you're using, it doesn't rip the fur or whatever if you're putting a little bit of pressure on it. So yeah, so it's ended up with 10 adult beavers, and I kind of happy with that. It's enough for my bait to get started with anyway, and should have enough. Maybe the cats will even get one for Christmas or something, eh? So anyway, so that's it. I'm not gonna bore you with the whole you know, the whole process of me skinning the beaver, but like I said, after I skin them, I take their entrails out, put them in pails, freeze them, and use them for baits when things are getting a little bit bleak out in the bush, you know, middle, end of December, January. A nice, I'll bring them in and thaw them out, and a nice fresh pail of guts in the snow sure brings in the ravens and the coyotes as well. So yeah, so you take the guts out, then I hang them up, let all the blood and whatever drain out, and then I hang them up in my bait shack. I just let them drain out so it's not as messy in the bait shack or what have you. And after you finish skinning beaver, take the castors out, of course. I don't know, maybe I'll bring the camera once I'm done the beaver and give you a show how I do that. It's pretty simple. The more care you take in pulling them out, you know, the more money you're going to get for them. Unfortunately now you're getting probably as much for the castors as you are for the beaver, but like I said, you need the beaver baits, you need everything like beaver as baits. So anyway, I just thought I wanted to show you that. Yeah, there's not much else to say right now, and maybe I'll turn you back when I'm pulling those castors out. Hey there everybody, just going to take these castor out of this beaver I just finished up here. So what I usually do, I'll just pull the skin up a little bit right here above the castors and skin around a little bit, so once you see them, make sure you don't nick them, because it'll let out all the good stuff. So, and I'll just peel them back and just carefully with your thumbs. Oh, look at that, I ripped it. Go figure, eh? Good call, Ed. Really nice castors on this beaver. Looks like it was a male, so that's okay. We'll patch that up, I'm thinking. So there, you just pull them out as far as you can, and there we go. So we got a set of beavers. This one's got a little bit of a hole in it, but we'll try and squish it together and let it dry like that, so should be alright. Anyway, that's I don't know, good I don't know, 2-3 ounces for sure, if not more. So anyway, that's it, taking out castors.